This video is sponsored by Squarespace. You can make your own beautiful website or online store with this all-in-one platform. This video is going to be a sketchbook checkpoint video. I'm more than halfway done this sketchbook and I feel like it's been a really long time since I've done a sketchbook tour. And because there are so many pages, I wanted to show you how it's going so far. There's a lot of pages to flip through. I'm kind of excited to look back and see what I've done so far. I'm about that much through. And I also literally just like ripped it by accident. I'll show you what I mean when I open it, but I kind of just like, I have to re-glue the spine. Like it literally just happened before I started recording. So let's get this stuff out of the way. Oh, these are my notepads you can get on my shop, by the way. I ripped it. I have to glue that back together. But this is the Royal Talons Art Creation Sketchbook. I got it in purple. There's a lot of pages and I really like it. I think it's a great value for your money. You get a lot out of it and it actually works surprisingly well with watercolor, and I use watercolor a lot, so I was very pleased to find that out. So I started with a whale shark sketchbook page about a year ago. I think that was in January. And more whale sharks. This was a sketchbook print, a little shrimp type of thing, more whale sharks. I wanted to draw a bunch of sardines in a tin, some dragons. I had a lot of fun drawing dragons. I think February was dragon month, so that's why there's dragons. And some more dragons in marker with pencil crayon background, or they might actually be Caran d'Ache pastel background. I don't know if I had them at this point. I think I did. And I started this one. I don't really know why. I think I wanted to turn this into an illustration, but I didn't really get that far. Some thumbnailing and planning for February's drawing, the dragons and flowers. That was a pretty fun drawing. I drew these while I was in India because I saw peacocks in the wild. Well, not in the wild. I mean, it was like a park, but it wasn't like a zoo. They were just kind of walking around in the park, so that was really cool. And some random doodles. And when I got home, I drew some dragons for the February print. This is a sketchbook print. And this was for March. A deer, I just wanted to do some like gouache stuff. I was very rusty with gouache. This I scanned in and finished painting it digitally. So it's like the best of both worlds, digital and traditional. And this page was a bunch of random doodles of dogs and just like things. I don't really know. There's like birds and trees. I think I used some type of pen. It was like a ballpoint pen, but it was more like inky and less like typical pen ink. And this is a watercolor brush marker that I use to sort of carve out the background. It's just like a messy, loose page. I had so much fun with this page because I found this thick black marker in my supplies and I was just drawing a bunch of flowers and just letting the bold marks exist on the page and not worrying too much about not really worrying too much about it being absolutely perfect. And I was using some reference photos to draw some flowers and some birds over here, some weird birds. It's actually pretty cool to look back at these drawings that I made a while ago. I think I filmed this, but I'm not sure. More birds. I was on a bird kick, drawing a lot of birds. This is some kind of like brush inky pen that I got from, I think, Miniso. More birds. This was when I was trying to nail down the style that I wanted to draw birds in, like cartoony birds. I wanted to find a way to draw birds that felt like unique to my art style. I was just trying to figure out like what's the cutest way I can draw them, and I kept redrawing them like over and over. More birds. It's pretty fun. I like this guy, even though the perspective is totally off. Like his wing wouldn't be up like that, it would be down. But you know, it is what it is. I think did I film this? I don't really know if I did. But lots of birds at the beginning of the year. I kind of forgot how many birds I ended up drawing. This was a to-do list that I drew over top of. And some beavers. Didn't really like go too in depth with that page. I was trying to draw with just the Caran d'Ache pastels, but I just couldn't really find a style that worked well. I kind of like this one, but I didn't take it that far. And some pansies. I love pansies. They're my favorite flower. I think there's just something about them. I think they're really cute flowers. Oh, and this is when I got the Artex acrylic markers and drew a little strawberry, drew a little Luna moth, tested them out, and I use them all the time now. I think acrylic markers are such a convenient sketchbooking tool. A bunch of moles, because I drew a mole in, I don't know if it was April or whatever month that was. The mole sketchbook page, print more mole sketches, more mole sketches, a little badger. Not much to say about this page. Here's a bunch of badgers. I think I was doing a badger print after this, and I really like this page. I think they're all super cute, and I like the colors that I chose, and I think I struggled a bit with this page, but it was still a lot of fun. And more badgers. I think this turned into the print, but I'm not sure. No, the next one did. Another page of badgers. I drew a lot of badgers. Some people, because I was like, I've been drawing so many animals, I really need to draw some people, so I did. And this turned into the sketchbook print for the badger month. A bunch of flowers. I just love, like, when I'm in a doodly mood, but I don't really want to do anything too difficult, I really like just getting out some colored pens and just doing doodles based off of different flower references and just mindlessly following the contour of the plants and discovering details about them that I never realized before. And just like, you know, studying the leaf patterns of dandelions. I think most of this page is dandelions. I think this might be a dandelion turning into a wishy. I actually quite like this page. Like, I think in the moment when I'm doing a sketchbook page like this, I'm like, oh, this is just messy, and like, I don't know, I don't realize like how good it actually is, because this is a very simple sketch, but there's just something about this that I really like. But in the moment, I was probably just like, okay, quick doodle, but when you look at it months later, you can kind of have a newfound appreciation for the stuff that you did quickly and didn't really think twice about. So I think that's pretty cool. Oh, I really like this page, the chickens. This was so fun to do. I think it turned out really, really well. And I did lots of different like species of chickens, and I don't even know if this is considered a chicken or not. But you know, maybe there's chicken experts in my audience that can tell me what species these are, if anything, or if I just kind of did random chickens. Goomba is my favorite Mario character, so I drew him. Not the best drawing, but you know. Someone gave me a bunch of markers and pens that they got at a garage sale, I believe, and a lot of them are mild liners, which I love, so I was just testing them all out on this page, very roughly drawing some mushroom guys. Now for a break to thank this video's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is a platform where you can build your own website, blog, or even a shop. I mainly use Squarespace to host my portfolio, and some other websites don't make it that easy to upload photos, but Squarespace does. You can use their portfolios and galleries feature, upload all your images in a batch, which is super handy, and then Squarespace will display them all beside each other in a nice grid of your choosing. It's also a great idea to link off to all of your different social media sites, and you can do this really easily with Squarespace because they actually put the corresponding social media icon automatically when you paste your link in. So you don't need to upload the images yourself and like put the icons where they go. Squarespace will take care of that for you. If you're looking to finally start that website you've been thinking about, you can use their template builder called Squarespace Blueprint, and it produces a customized template to suit your needs. If any of this sounds interesting, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/JelArts to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using code JelArts. I really like how bold this page is, and this little otter is pretty cute. Drew a lot of little otters here and like a side-eye otter, and then my dog, because sometimes her eyes kind of look like that. Like she looks exactly like that sometimes. Bunch of people. I like the way I stylized this, very simple and fluid. I think it looks pretty interesting. Tilt it so you can see the pencil a bit better because the graphite is very reflective against my lights. The ducky month, where I just wanted to draw a simple little duck illustration, and it was a lot of fun. This is the sketchbook page, and the print was basically this, but like a big field. I really like this page. More duckies, some snails. I like how sort of like organized this page is. There's like blocks of different colors, and I'm sort of using the same colors throughout. And this was a picture of little baby frogs sitting in a dahlia flower. And it's just so cute. Like whoever stumbled on that scene and took a picture, that's about the most adorable thing you could see in nature. I really like this page. I used the Caran d'Ache pastels on top of a really bold like marker. I think it's this one, actually. It's called a mapped medium 0.8 graph Graph Peps? I don't know what this pen is. My mom gave it to me randomly, and it's one of my favorite pens to just doodle with because you can use water on it and blend it out, and it turns blue. It's just like I think it's just meant for like notebooks, but using it in my sketchbook is pretty fun. I like using unconventional pens in my sketchbook. Like something you wouldn't normally think is an art supply, you think it's more of like a stationery supply or a school supply or like a crappy pen. You can actually make some really nice art out of like crappy supplies. It's kind of like a nice challenge. I'm not calling this pen crappy in case my mom is watching, but you know what I mean. It's like, it's not like a fancy art supply. It's just like a little marker, but it's so fun to use and I use it all the time in this sketchbook. Some dogs. Never was a fan of how this page turned out. Still am not, but I kind of like this one. I think this became a sketch page. Actually, I don't think it did. I just like all little doodles. I'm actually like quite pleased with all the art I made in this sketchbook so far. I thought I would be a little bit more underwhelmed, but I actually quite like everything that I've been doing and I'm just excited to keep sketching. Like I don't think I've sketched in a while because I've moved houses into a house and I've just been setting things up, trying to catch up on Patreon. Canada Post has been on strike. There's just been a lot going on. I haven't really been sketching, but I hope to start again soon. This is a salamander or a blue tail skink. I did a spray fixative on this page to hopefully keep it from rubbing off, and I think it worked. I'm not like huge on how this turned out, but I think it's kind of cool. And here's some weevils. I went through a weevil phase a few months ago, and I was watching videos about them and I started dreaming about them. And I started dreaming that I found an acorn weevil in real life and I was so excited. But I woke up and I was like, oh no, it's just a dream. That didn't actually happen. Oh, this page is quite empty. Maybe I should go back and fill this page a bit more, honestly. I was drawing like gobies. No, those aren't gobies. What am I saying? Mud skippers, frogfish, those weird little guys. Oh, and then my fish spread. I really like this spread. Some salamanders and some fish, just like the slippery little guys. I just love these kinds of animals, like frogs, salamanders, fish, snails. The like small animals that they're sort of smooth with scales. Well, frogs don't have scales or skin or whatever. You know what I mean. These kind of animals that are like shiny. I just find them really cute. Like even worms. Some more. I'm not like, this page is okay. I kind of like this little guy here. This page is pretty empty too. I should flip back in this sketchbook and fill out the pages a bit more. And then when I do the final sketchbook tour, you can see everything. That would be cool. I like this tree though. It's like very detailed. Martins, yellow-throated martins, I think. But also some of these might be different animals that I accidentally drew that I thought were martins. But martins are pretty cute little like rodent animals. I don't think they're actually rodents. I don't know what family they're in, but I did a martin print for this month. I think it was like August or September or something like that, but I had a lot of fun drawing them. Some more, planning out my notepads that I ended up actually doing, which is pretty cool. I have 3 notepad designs in my shop and I was planning how to draw shrimps and I really like this guy and he actually became the patch and the sticker from my last shop update. More martins, just like brainstorming. I want to use my sketchbook for more things like this in between the nice pages. I kind of said that in my resolution video, like more stuff like this where it's just planning stuff and trying to figure out how I want to draw things and designing products, all that kind of stuff. Snakes. I remember these. I don't know why I thought these happened way earlier in my sketchbook, but I guess not. I was trying to figure out a whale shark phone charm design I never ended up doing. A whale shark with a sweater and a little fish with a sweater. I should really do something like this. I kind of want to do a fish plushie with a sweater. I think that'd be so cute. Would you like a fish plushie with a sweater? Or even a whale shark with a sweater plushie? I feel like there's so many whale shark products though that I don't know, might be oversaturated. But I also made frogs and I feel like frogs are oversaturated, but they still sold well. So I should just do whatever I want. A little weevil with a backpack. That's actually so cute. It's like just little guy here. I really like that. Halloween ideas, raccoons. I was trying to draw cute raccoons and I remember feeling a little art blocked on this page. I felt a little bit burnt out, rusty. I didn't really know what I was doing. It was one of those art days. Then I drew all these dogs. I love this page so much. I really love this page. Well, not dogs, they're wolves, but like wolves and dogs are so similar. They kind of look like both. And I had so much fun doing this like light color palette and then doing this more dark color palette. Yeah, I really like this page. You can get this as a print also. I don't know if it's on my shop yet. I actually don't remember, but it might be on my shop, but one day it will be, if it's not right now. Collage page, kind of felt a little bit weird. I was filming, I didn't really know what to do. I kept covering stuff, kind of an awkward sketchbook session, but I think it made for an interesting looking page in the end. I really like when my color swatches and my color samples end up incorporated into the overall sketch page. I think it's a pretty cool look. I don't like to do swatches on like separate pages. I just kind of do them wherever and they sort of become part of the page. And I think that is pretty fun. I highly recommend. This page isn't anything special. I drew this cat. I like him. This is okay, but there's not much else. This looks a little weird. I could totally finish this page and add more, and I probably will. Little people drawings. I like the colors I used. It's very like blotchy. I taped 2 pages together? No, I taped this in. I think I was starting to feel a little bit rusty and weird and art blocked around this time. I think I was really busy getting ready to move, and nothing felt like natural anymore in my sketchbook, on this day at least. Like it felt very forced, and I think it kind of shows in the art. But this page is okay. It still doesn't have that like raw, nice, effortless feeling that some of the other sketches in this book had. This might even be the last page. No, there's still some pages. But once I moved and I was settled, I started drawing again, and I think these turned out way better. I think this is the most recent thing I've drawn. Oh, it's not. Well, this is the most recent thing that I like filmed for the channel, and this was November's Patreon sketchbook page and some random doodles, and I feel like I kind of got my groove back a little bit here. And then I went on to sort of plan out some future concepts, maybe bring back the stone garden dudes. I want to bring back more world building and character design into my art for next year. I talked more about this in my art resolutions video that I just posted if you want to check out what I want to do for next year and things that I want to change with my art and my style and my channel. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was pretty fun to look through all of this. This is a random thing at the back. I still have a lot of pages, so I'll definitely show you those when they're done. And I'm gonna go back and fill some of the blank spaces that I left, and then I'll be back with a sketchbook tour video once this one is done. I also really like the way I decorated this sketchbook. I think it's like fish themed, aquatic themed. And there's a lot of fish in this book, so it's pretty fitting. I should cover it with more stickers because I like this simplicity, but I think I can give it some new life by adding more stickers to it. Maybe I can add more stuff that isn't just fish, but I don't know. Maybe I could just sort through all my stickers and find only fish ones. I don't know if I have that many fish stickers though. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know which sketch is your favorite, and let me know if you are currently working in a sketchbook and what sketchbook brand is it. And also let me know what your favorite sketchbook brand is. Any of those questions I'd love to know the answer to. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.